What's up, fam? It's Tuesday night, challenge night. We are so excited. We got episode 3 of Vendettas coming up next for you, but Natalie, so we will be right back.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I like this song. Who is this again? Robin the Bank?
Robin the Bank.
Robin the Bank. Hey, Pam, I have one question for you.
Sure.
Are you a cheerleader?
Are you a cheerleader? You seem like a cheerleader.
We're both cheerleaders.
You're a cheerleader? I was born a cheerleader. Like, I'm a born cheerleader. You're a born cheerleader.
And if anybody is watching the show for the first time tonight, they hate us. We
Yeah.
don't actually speak like this.
I'm not really a cheerleader.
Just on occasion. But we are from Jersey. We got the Jersey girls holding it down tonight, just the two of us. David is out. He didn't want to be a part of the Banality Fest. Banality, which this episode could have easily been called just Natalie. I feel like this was Natalie's episode. Her time to shine. We could drop the ban off there.
I think there was a lot of banan in there.
He was plotting.
There was some ban. There was some banal influence. Banal influence. But influence.
We will get into it all tonight. This is the AfterBuzz after show for MTV's The Challenge. Again, episode 3 of Vendettas. Thank you all for joining us. We see you in the live chat. We're going to bring you into this. We're going to read your questions. Thank you so much. We love you guys. My name is Jenna Bussiere. You can find me on Twitter at Jenna_Bussiere. And what's up, Jersey?
What's up? My name is Pam Gross. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're excited to talk everything Vendetta, and you can find me all across social media at Pamela Gross Jill.
All right, so we had a lot of stuff going on tonight. We get the grenade. We get some banality, or a lot of banality. I'm not going to be able to say this.
Influence.
Natalie.
Natalie.
We got all sorts of maybe alliances. I don't know. But I guess we have to start off at this elimination, which I don't know if this was horrendous or hilarious.
Both, a little bit of both.
I wasn't thinking that this was going to be so fierce. We have this fire soccer game. It's called Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
Nelson sucks at kicking. Nelson sucks at soccer.
Nelson
just throw it out there.
Couldn't get, and Nelson admitted, he's like, I've never played soccer. So Nelson was really doing a poor showing when it started. He was kicking like a third grader that couldn't, he was getting no air. He was just sort of tapping the ball and it was rolling. And Corey was like doing these monster kicks that were the reverse. They were like knocked out of the park.
Launching over. Like, was he was a kicker in high school for the football team?
I don't
field
know.
Goals? He's very accustomed to kicking soccer balls that are on fire.
It was, he had a good, I was impressed with his kicks. Corey had some good kicks in there, but as we saw.
It got so bad that they then had to remove Corey and Nelson from playing goalie, which is a major part of this elimination, because it makes sense. This is soccer. What's the point of kicking on a wide open net? You think the very first person that throws one kick is going to win. They have to remove them from playing goalkeeper in order to get this elimination going.
It did look like it was a really large field. I got to say, Corey, again, seems like a football kicker because that was a big field. Those were some massive kicks. I did feel bad for Nelson because looking at it when they panned out, it looked hard. It looked really far. And it seemed in the beginning like Corey might have,
there didn't look that far.
Well, that very first one, Corey took a shot and it went right into the goal and Nelson blocked it. So I was like, okay, this is going to be good. And that was the beginning of the end. That was one good move.
That was the best
and
part.
that was it.
That was the climax of this entire elimination, was the one good kick. And you're right, though. I did think, I was like, all right, Nelson, you've got some goaltending skills going on.
And
this
Corey,
can get interesting.
Corey seemed like he'd kick. It seemed like it was going to be a good battle. And then it was just this, deflating balloon falling to the ground of a game. And
then I guess maybe Nelson was just intimidated of Corey this whole time, because as soon as Corey leaves the goal, he all of a sudden shoots it right in and finds his way into the wide open net.
I think that might have been straight up luck. Like, I got a good kick. I don't know if he could have repeated it, just like as we saw Corey's first kick was great. And then he was so powerful with his kicks that you saw him going like, just tap it in.
He took
just tap it in.
His
and
Happy Gilmore analogy a little bit too literally.
Yeah.
Just tap it in. I think he probably just like blew on the soccer ball. He just went, I'm not even sure if he kicked it.
He didn't kick it very far. And
So are you sad to see Corey go? Because honestly, we know that he finds a way to leave these competitions a little bit earlier than he hopes to. But I honestly can say I was bummed that he left this episode because he comes with a lot of stuff. He brings a lot of goofiness. He brings a lot of comedy to these shows. And the fact that he left the first elimination, I was like, oh.
I am so upset that Corey left. I love Corey. I wanted to see who else he hooked up with, whose heart he broke, the fights he got into with Alicia. I was definitely looking forward to much more Corey drama. And he usually does pull out a win, not really at the finals, but he usually lasts a little longer. He makes it pretty far. So I was very surprised that he left this soon, and I am sad about it. I like Nelson, but he doesn't create a lot of drama. So
until he gets drunk and starts throwing.
But not drama, like he's not as horrible of a game player as Corey, which is really fun to watch. Corey's just, everything's right out there. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
It's weird when Corey makes his exit. Why doesn't he say goodbye to Alicia? Alicia kind of makes it seem like he wasn't able to. It wasn't allowed. But everybody's always been able to say goodbye to everybody, and he just leaves.
I don't know, because this is the first exit we've seen, right? So I don't know if in this one they're like not having to go back and say goodbye to everyone.
Maybe he was on fire. Maybe he was just burnt.
Or if it was because of the playing field, because it didn't seem like he did it on purpose.
They were wearing a SWAT team outfit for a minute.
Yeah, but I don't know. That isn't interesting. She's like, oh, I don't even get to hug him goodbye.
I do like that. She snaps back at Bananas, though. He starts rubbing her cheek. Like, first of all, ew, don't touch me. And second of all, yeah, you're the reason my boyfriend went home tonight.
Right.
She smacks him and says, get off me. This is your fault, which I like that she kind of showed that spark, and didn't try to play up, okay, well, Bananas is probably a good person to have on your side, so let me not get aggressive with this.
No, also it's like totally inappropriate in that moment. She's bummed. This isn't just a little, remember when Tori was with Derek and he got sent home, and I think it was Camilla was like, oh, I'll give you a hug, and she was like, don't touch me. It's like, no, Bananas. I don't want your your shenanigans right now. I'm actually upset. Yeah, that was really obnoxious.
Did you just say bananigans?
His bananigans. Hi, Tony.
Hey.
Juliet, you sound like you've gone out for a smoke break or something. Yeah,
She's
hi,
not
Tony.
full. Yeah.
Guys, we have the face.
Sounds like
say hi to Tony.
Our lovely face / voice, Tony, our engineer in the house.
I gotta say bananigans sounds like
Bananigans.
a hashtag.
Or a dessert.
Or a dessert, yeah.
I'm
right.
going to get bananigans after this. At a chain restaurant.
It sounds like a chain restaurant.
Like, after IHOP, a banana pancake thing. Like, bananigans. It's banana pancakes with a silly face on it.
I think if Bananas were to ever hear this or is listening right now, he is going to trademark that. So you better...
Okay, TM,
work,
TM,
yes,
trademark.
Exactly.
My bananigans.
That's what it is. He's going to take that. He's going to put out a menu. He's going to start a restaurant where he's going to be selling bananigans. So you better trademark that right now.
Okay, sorry.
Patent
TM,
it.
Trademark. So,
Pamela Penn. All right,
yes.
we got to get through this. Okay, so we got the grenade, and we see what happens. And this was a surprise for me.
Yes.
That it's not just one thing. You get to pick 1 out of 3 options. So you could do somebody 3 times as dirty. So you can add time to somebody's day in the challenge, which can essentially prevent them from getting in the troika. You can steal someone's money and add it to your bank, which is pretty clutch. Or the put up or shut up option, you can join the troika, I guess making it a forcra. I don't know if they explain that. Or you're just automatically in the troika that time around.
I think that the third, my guess is that the third lowest, it's the 2 winners and then the third highest. I think you take the place of the third
Okay,
highest,
so it'll be the 2 winners and then the troika.
We're going to have to see that play out.
Or you can send somebody straight into elimination.
Right. So bypassing the troika all around. There's no inquisition.
This is pretty awesome. I thought it was going to be entirely different, though. I thought you were going to be able to go up to those grenades that he had shown and actually physically take one. I mean, they have this whole grenade prop that goes completely untouched. It's just sitting there, and then they introduce it, but you don't choose on the spot or do anything on the spot. I thought it was going to be, you win your elimination, now you get to get extra revenge. Go take the grenade and pretty much throw it on whoever,
It's symbolic. It's a symbolic prop grenade that you have to use to remember which grenade you picked. It works. I liked it. I liked seeing the grenade. I was like, choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. So
we get back to the house, and I really like this because Nelson calls out Kyle, but in a very sly way.
Right.
He doesn't start a fight, doesn't go up to him and then put a target on his back and make this huge vendetta between them, but he does call out and said, oh, hey, man, yeah. Remember when you shook Corey's hand and you said you weren't going to vote for him, but you did? Do you care to explain that?
Uh-huh. And Kyle was like, I shook his hand. I didn't, I thought we were just talking. And I was like, yeah, they have handshakes in England. Like, they understand that when you make a deal with someone and then shake on it.
Maybe they mean something different. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you been? I haven't been there.
I did like his strategy, though, because he was trying to deflate, and not both of them were coming at it like, look, we don't want to start vendettas or wars with each other, but I'm on to you. And he was like, oh, I didn't mean it.
I think Kyle looks so dumb in this situation.
To be honest, I thought his playing dumb bumbling, especially since they were probably out. It wasn't like they were sitting around the house strategizing. It was a night out.
Yeah, but Nelson is so right. Like, you shook somebody's hand and you made an alliance.
Well,
like, you can't really play that dumb and say, oh, I thought it was a proposal. What are you talking about? What's a proposal?
I think he did the best he could to not make an actual fight, which is in neither of their best interests. Nelson, as Kyle pointed out, he was like, yeah, I liked him, but I'm not going to back a losing team. Like, they don't have an alliance. He's going to ally with the big guys while he can. And Nelson, at the same time, is a lone wolf right now. He doesn't have anyone to start fights first thing back when you're back into the house with literally no one is not a smart move either. So,
but do you think that Nelson is a better athlete than Kyle, that he's going to end up having the upper hand anyway?
No,
really? Because Nelson has done this a few times, and honestly, he's proven to be a pretty good competitor.
Nelson's hit or miss, though. He really is. He never makes it that... He never, he always sort of like falls flat at some point. I think he's good at things and really bad at things. And in this, to be one of the winners, you have to be pretty well-rounded, as we've seen.
I don't think Kyle's used to this whole politicking game. He comes from the Geordie Shore. So they they do the drunk, blacked out hookup part of this show, but they don't do the politicking and athleticism part of the show. So he's got to learn, but that was a dumb, you look like a bonehead to me. Like, you gave somebody your word and now you're trying to weasel your way out of it.
I think he regrets it. I think those rookies don't have the lay of the land with the challenge insiders. Yes, he shouldn't have, having no information, he shouldn't have said, I'm going to give you my word. But at that point, sort of, what do you say when you're on the spot? I mean, I'm not defending him. Also, I don't think Nelson's so great at politicking either. He's got no alliance in the house, and he's been doing this for years. No one has his back.
He's too loyal to his two friends, Hunter and Corey. Without them, he's got no one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's
the lone wolf.
I'm hoping that he will connect with some other people. So that
Devin is taking him under his wing, is what it looks like. It looks like Devin is kind of like the new Wes, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm wondering how he's going to use Nelson.
Well, taking him under his wing, he said, I want to decide who, I want to be in charge of mixing this up. I don't think he's doing it for Nelson. I think he's like, this is someone easy to manipulate. And
that's so
that
true.
is his plan.
I feel like Devin just wants to flip this house upside down. Like, I know he cares about winning. He's in it to win it this season. I mean, he's working on his dad bod that he apparently has. I don't think he has that much of a dad bod. He's getting in better shape. But I feel like he just wants to, like, be a Wes and just cause chaos.
And I think he really does think that he is like a super great mastermind, which is fun to watch because he's good. But at the end of the day, you have to be also, it's a whole, as we know from the challenges, you need to be political. You need to be good at the games. You need to be a good competitor. You need to make alliances. You need to be able to bluff, but you need to be loyal. It's a big balance. So
how do you feel about Melissa flirting her way to the top of Nicole, at least, the Nicole totem pole, jumping in the shower with her, then doing these random flips that cuts open her foot, and then, of course, to the rescue is Nicole, who just happens to be an EMT. Like, how perfect is that? I think Melissa cut her foot on purpose so that Nicole could come take care of her.
I don't think that she cut her foot on purpose.
You don't think she has that strategy?
I think Melissa, I'm all for it, I gotta say. Like, part of me, I'm like, oh, is that manipulative or is that like using sex appeal? But I think she is fun, adorable, cute, talented, doing it right. At least I think Nicole's probably like, so fine, use me. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that horrible of a position to be in. And I think she's sort of sincere. I think she does have a little fake crush on her. You know, I don't think she wants to run away with her. But
straight up came out and said, like, yeah, I'm going to flirt my way to the top.
She did, but I thought that they seemed like they were having, I don't think she likes her and wants to date her, but I believe she was having fun with her because there's flirting and then there's locking yourself in a bathroom, taking your top off and kissing.
But I think that is the thing about Nicole, though. It's going to be interesting to see how Melissa flirting with her, if that's going to help Melissa's game, because I feel like Nicole is just in it for the fun too. Like, she's not going to get emotionally invested in this.
But she does, as we've seen, she'll say like, "Oh, I don't want to see her go." You know, she'll turn on to like, "No, I like playing with her." Like, I don't, you know, it's like she likes to have her
that accent was
toys
so good.
around as well, and that's what Melissa, I think she does genuinely find. She was like, "It's like a comfort blanket." I think she does enjoy Nicole's friendship, and it's like any other friendship / alliance. There's something in it, but I think there's something in it for both of them. I don't think she's like lying to her and deceiving her and pretending to like her in a way that she doesn't. I think it's
for Melissa and Natalie being these two girls jumping up and down saying, "I'm a cheerleader, you're a cheerleader."
Yeah.
They seem to be flirting with the right people and getting the good game plan going.
Yes. And I'll hold back on my comments about that. But
hold it back.
I'm holding back.
Because now we're getting into the challenge, which is called hashtag Vendettas. I kind of hate using the word hashtag, like saying it out loud. Like, I hate saying hashtag. So I felt like just the name of this challenge was
I do too.
Hashtag I hate it. Hashtag this is cringeworthy.
Well,
now
it's
I have to say hashtag.
Enough of this. Like, okay, it's a thing. We get it, MTV. Like, they did it on.
I guess they were just trying to make, because they do challenges like this all the time. When you're suspended over water, you have to carry one thing to the next thing. It's a pole. You have to drop all of your little tokens on a pole. So I guess this time they felt like they were being creative by making hashtags so people could go on Twitter or something. I don't know.
Like £. Wouldn't have been as exciting. I mean, but TJ's introduction was like, "You guys and your followers know what a hashtag is."
Oh, it was such a dad moment.
Yeah,
it's so cringeworthy, TJ. Such a dad joke.
Yeah.
Leave the dad jokes to me. I make terrible ones. I feel like the inside of my mind is actually a 45-year-old dad wearing New Balance sneakers.
I also have weird uncle sense of humor, so I'm with you on that.
You have some pretty daddy jokes,
a little corny. I liked the actual challenge, though, and we'll get into it with the rules and how it went down, but there were some surprises of good performers and bad performers, which was fun.
I do like the challenge. The first thing that happens is TJ sets it up, and then he asks Nelson, "Okay, Nelson, what do you want to do about your grenade?" And I don't understand how Nelson goes, he doesn't know. I don't know if it's just for editing or it's cutting to commercial, but at that point, like, how do you not know which one you're gonna do, which one you're gonna choose?
Well, one, isn't Nelson's vendetta bananas?
Yeah.
Why on earth? To me, that was the most nonsense move you could have made. I thought 100% Nelson was going to take time off of bananas. Then he wouldn't be in the troika. He wouldn't be. Why didn't he do that? That was beyond me. That's where Nelson sometimes. I mean, the money. Of course, you want money, but Joss smoked that one thing. All the girls like him. Putting a target on your back with Joss, who I think is going to
probably
show
in better
up,
shape,
is not a great idea. And he's got no beef with Nelson.
And now he's on his radar. But at the same time, it's so early in the game, so I kind of understand not pissing people off if you don't have to. I'm with you. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if he tacked time to Banana's time because, again, Banana's making the troika at the end of the challenge. Like, is that going to happen every single episode? It's going to get annoying, you know? But at the same time, why not get a little money in your bank?
Well, because,
he doesn't want to piss people off.
If you leave, but you know Nelson's name's coming out of his mouth the next time he's in the troika anyway. So, and they're already vendettas. It's no secret. So I would have kept him out. I guess it doesn't matter that much in a girl's.
Yeah. And we talked about this before. What sucks about the grenade is you can't use it in an elimination day for your gender. What does he need unless you really hate a girl in this game? What's the point of doing the whole, I'm going to throw you straight into elimination today? Like, he could have picked a girl then and there. That would have been so messed up. I mean, unless Leroy gets it, and Leroy would do that to Brittany. Right. In that situation, that kind of sucks. You can't say, you know what, I'm turning around and throwing bananas in this elimination, because that's what I would have done if I had the grenade in that situation.
Absolutely. You could have a co-ed vendetta, so then it would make sense. But in this instance, it didn't. And you've actually... I do come around now to what you're saying. There's no real benefit for him to prevent Bananas from being in the troika this time.
Because he's not going to be nominated for elimination.
I guess he gets money. I just feel like putting a target on your back with Joss wasn't particularly smart either. I don't know. I think that these grenades are going to become a lot more interesting and useful as alliances take shape and things get more serious.
So I thought this challenge was pretty good. I didn't think it was incredible or that great. I mean, the highlight of it, I think, was Nicole just being an asshole because she was the only person that pushed somebody off of the platform.
Yeah. I mean, that we were like, so we watch it before we do this, and we were both kind of like, is there a reason for that? Like, was Nicole gaining anything by that, or was she just
I
being
didn't even know
a
you
jerk?
could do that because no one did it. As soon as she pushed Alicia off, I was like, can you do that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think Nicole just wanted to be, as I think Veronica said it. Someone said, like, Nicole thought she was real badass, but she really just kind of looked
It was Jemmy.
like
Jemmy
an ass.
always
Jemmy,
keeps it real in her confessionals.
Jemmy nailed it. Yeah,
I
it's
love
like
it.
you didn't look like a badass. You just looked like a jerk because there wasn't a super big benefit to her at that point.
And what pisses me off so much about this is Nicole trying to play like the nice card. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Are we best friends? Like, no,
I think
we're
she was
not.
kind of being a dick about that. I think it
You
was like,
think
oh,
so?
you mad at me? You mad at me? I think
Maybe
that-
she was being flirty. I don't know. That's a very Nicole thing to kind of be mean and then just want everybody not be mean because she's never mean, but I guess establish her athleticism and then try to get everybody to. She doesn't want to have any enemies in the house.
Yeah. I don't think Nicole is like thinks things through super thoroughly either. I think she just did it because she was like, I'm gonna push her. So I mean, I don't think she was like being super gamey about it or had a real strategy.
Yeah, it was a really big impulse move.
Yeah, an impulse move, like push. Yeah, I think she might have a like a mind
But
like
so
that.
then I felt like the rest of the entire challenge, everybody was being so nice to each other. Like there was one point I think Natalie had or was trying to get to somebody's ex and then somebody else was in her way. She was like, okay, come on, hurry up. Like, I'm trying to get through. At that point, why not push her off then? If you're trying to get through and you're almost going to have the leading time, this is going to make or break if you're in the choiker or not. If she's in your way, push her. You know, if we're going to play the game dirty like that.
Right.
Everybody was so nice and tiptoeing around each other. Oh, I don't want to get in your way. Don't get in my way. I won't do anything to you.
Yeah. I mean, I think once you have a certain your thing's done and you've got your time, that's it. There's no reason to push someone off unless you're just feeling like pushing someone off.
And poor Shane, just terrified of heights. I thought Leroy was scared of heights too. Or is it he just can't swim? He sucks at swimming? One of those.
He's not good at swimming. I don't know if the heights were in it, but
I feel like Shane just got into this old state of like in a childhood or something, like trauma of his past, and just started latching onto the platform shaking.
Yes, and Shane was hilarious, but Kyle, that was so fun. He's like, I thought first I'd toss Banana off, then I'd toss Brad off, then I'd just look at Devin real hard, and he'd jump off because he was scared. Like he was like, but I couldn't move. Then he got up there. I guess when you're up there, you have a different reaction than you might think you will. It was fun to see the people that were really just scampering around quickly.
Yeah, this was like
fun.
a lighter,
It was
fun, heartfelt challenge, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Victor killed it.
Yeah.
Devin, Natalie, you thought Victor was going to be maybe in the top
I
three.
did. I thought he was for sure going to be the third because he was so in their first like male heat or whatever, he won, right? So it was him, it was
Devin.
Victor, Nelson, which I'm
In the first
surprised at
one.
Nelson doing so well, and then someone else, not Devin. Some other guy, I don't remember who. I think, I don't know. And then in the next one with the girls, Natalie won. And then Nicole second. And then Veronica third. So that was an interesting.
Sylvia killed the second girls' heat. She came in first.
Yeah.
And now she's very big on herself and thinks she's this amazing competitor.
Right.
And says, no one can mess with me. But I felt like
Kayla, who came in third, and probably, if we're going to do time, was like, me, Sylvia, and Marie crushed it. Because that's my alliance. It's like, you didn't crush it, Kayla, by coming in third. There were 5 people.
I mean,
like,
Kayla's
you came in the
kind of hanging in the background. Cara Maria, kind of behind the curtain. Haven't seen much of her.
Again,
She's been quiet so far. So honestly, I feel like everything has just been Natalie lately in all of the challenges.
And Natalie, I gotta give her credit. She is really, in Kayla's words, crushing it. She's really doing a good job on these competitions. She's really showing up. I'm impressed and surprised that she's so good at these things. So she's really proving to be quite a competitor.
So we have Natalie and Devin win first place for the guys and girls, and then they're in the Troika as well. So the winners are the same as the Troika, when last time it wasn't, because Brittany was the top girl, but she didn't make the Troika. And Bananas makes his way in, and everybody boos.
Like, grown.
I know, and I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, Bananas again?
But
we thought it was going to be
nonsense.
anybody else. We thought Victor, we thought Nicole. Bananas
thought
always
Victor.
finds his way to sneak in there.
And we'll just back to, so we learned from the onset of this that Melissa, because of her cheerleading shenanigans with Natalie, had done like a back walkover where she cut her foot.
Yeah.
And was disqualified from doing anything involving water, which also, I'm like, this doesn't really involve, whatever. So she was disqualified, meaning she's going in against whoever the Troika votes.
She automatically goes into elimination.
Going in,
and that
not
sucks
the loser.
for her.
Her against whoever the Troika votes, and it sucks for her, but also, like I'm really.
Is that a conspiracy, huh?
No, it's a I don't.
Like, don't you feel like MTV could have picked a different challenge for that day and saved that for 2 weeks from now? I mean, I don't know, they don't play their rules that way, but at the same time, to just automatically, it was so anticlimactic too.
Right.
They're like, okay, Melissa, yeah, you can't play, you're going in. And she goes, oh, all right. I mean, it sucks, but yeah, exactly what? Like, it was just so flat the way that went down. Like, I almost forgot it. I forgot to bring it up just now, so thank you for bringing it up, because it just felt like nothing happened.
It was very strange. It seemed it didn't track with their usual gameplay. It seemed like they were like, shoot, we don't want to send her home right now. But the doctor said she can't do this. I feel like usually they would either send you home or just have you sit out entirely for a medical reason. The fact that they had her it was strange,
and not
but
make you
I
compete
mean,
in general, I don't know.
It did seem like a oh shoot, what are we gonna do? And they made up that decision right then. Mm-hmm. Okay, like I'm fine with that. It's an interesting turn of events. So that brings us back to the Troika.
So the Troika is picked, and I think this whole thing about the Troika, I love this idea, but I think it's very early to tell. But the way it's panning out right now, I think it's going to be hard to do this Troika thing every week, because no offense to the girls, I think that the guys are majority going to always get the fastest times. It seems to be the trend so far. Last week was all 3 guys. This time it was only Natalie getting in. Like, that might suck if Bananas makes it every time. It's going to be his chess game.
It might depend. Hopefully the game players are doing something that might favor the girls winning or having a better time. Second, back to everyone gets a decision, or the Troika. Bananas again bulldozed over, even with Natalie. He's like, do this, go do that. He just right out of the gate started manipulating her. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, it's going to be, I don't want to see Bananas dominate every decision throughout this entire thing. It's, I don't know.
I just want to give a shout out to Alexis Nicole real quick, because she said, I think Melissa still should have competed, because no one was going in that water unless Nicole was pushing you in.
I agree completely. It's like, it wasn't a water challenge. And also,
everyone's being so nice to each other. Oh, I won't push you in. Don't worry, girl.
Also, it's like, wrap her foot in a plastic bag, like in case she falls in. It seemed like, so you cut your foot.
She had like the easiest injury ever on the challenge. Like the lightest injury.
They weren't swimming for. It's like if it was a minor enough of a wound that she could do whatever the non-water challenge was. Then it seemed that, I agree. It seemed like she can't do this, because what if she falls in the water? That's
Sheena 384, what's up?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a girl name or a guy name, but either way, whoever you are.
Okay.
Love you.
Yay.
There's your shout out.
We love you all.
Okay, now I'm getting distracted. We're getting back to the Troika. We're getting back to the triangle. This is where it gets really interesting, because it is a girl's day, and there's no true rivalries, at least with anybody in this Troika.
Right.
So Bananas, Devin, and Natalie. Natalie's a rookie. Devin tends to get along with a lot of people, especially the females, because he is only really in a vendetta with Bananas.
Sure.
And Bananas comes and goes, but on this particular season, can't think of anybody who has a straight up problem with, maybe but Cara, but he's going to keep her around for now. So this is where it gets to be like, who are these people? They have to nominate 3 people.
How do we make these decisions?
So it pretty much becomes, this is where Banatalie comes in.
Right.
And Bananas becomes like Natalie's coach of the challenge, which is annoying and obnoxious. Which
So annoying and obnoxious.
does she have to take some advice? Because I think she's going to end up shooting herself in the foot, because he says, okay, now you need to go around, take this time, go talk to everybody, feel it out, make alliances. She doesn't have to do that unless that's absolutely necessary. She's a rookie. She has no friendships, no fights yet. Maybe she can fly under the radar with this one instead of just going to Veronica and Kayla. Like, or maybe Bananas had decent advice and then Natalie just took it the wrong way, because I felt like what she did was pointless.
So I'm very surprised that she won Big Brother, and I don't know Big Brother rules, so I'm going to have to look into that. But I thought she was horrible at what she set out to do. Talking to Veronica and Kayla, first of all, odd choices. I mean, I guess we only see what they show us, but Veronica as like the big power girl seemed weird to me. That she wants Veronica. Veronica's the hard no. Weird. And Kayla, and we saw both Veronica and Kayla's reactions were
This
like,
is so weird. And
that
I
was
thought it was
really
so
weird.
weird and awkward too.
And by coming up to me and saying like, you keep me off your radar and I'll keep you off mine, just only puts you on someone's radar.
Yes, exactly.
Very strange. Not good. And I feel like, isn't that what Big Brother is? Like, she's good at the competitions, which they don't have on Big Brother.
They do.
Bad at
They're
that.
just not as athletic.
Okay.
On Big Brother, the competitions are like dizzy bad and
Okay.
stuff, and like
But really
wearing a
bad.
ballerina skirt and weird things.
And she seems to be a pawn too. Like, she was like, okay. Like, she started with saying, you know, in my room, I'm roommates and I'm friends with Alicia. I don't want to send her in. She's not a threat. Why would I send her in? And they're like, no, you have to. And she's like, oh, okay, I guess I have to. It's like, that's all it took to break your friendship.
I think with the Veronica Kayla thing, I think she was trying to go to people that she didn't have friendships with yet. But then it comes around full circle, because now she's making friendships with people who aren't her friends, but then backstabbing her actual friends.
Right.
Like Alicia and Cam. Cam has a confessional, or she's speaking to somebody. She says, I know I'm safe. I know Natalie's
Right.
not throwing me in. She's my girl. Alicia, earlier this episode, said, Natalie's my girl. She's my best friend. She keeps it real. She's my best friend in the whole house. And then those are the
Right.
first two people she's ready to put on the chopping block. Like, what?
And Natalie said that too. She's like, these are the people that I, you know, sleep with. She
Wait,
said,
Pam, say it in her voice.
these are the people that these are the girls that I sleep with every night. Hold on, these are the girls I sleep with. So it's like, I listen, I gotta give her props. Her game is good. She's playing a good game. Obviously she's saying, oh, they're expendable.
Yeah.
They're not strong players. They're not gonna be around in the long run, which I think is right. So why?
I feel like Natalie, first off, who is, if you've ever seen Big Brother, she is dressed like it's the head of household deliberation. In
Oh,
this.
really?
Like, head to
Okay.
toe. I love how Devin and Bananas are wearing
Right.
like their
She's
workout
like,
clothes, and she is full. But at the same time, you're stranded in this house. I guess you have no reason to get dressed up like this except for you got to the club.
I guess.
I feel like maybe she's a little bit overconfident in the way that this game is going to go for her, like just throwing in her friends left and right. Like, she really probably should have stood up for Alicia, for that being her roommate and her best friend in the house.
One person.
Just
and
one,
she
yeah.
also said she's my closest friend. Like, Veronica was the
It was
hard no,
all
but
Veronica,
Alicia, her
right.
close friend. Because Johnny doesn't like her boyfriend. It's like, that's not a really good... I don't know. I have to say, usually I don't completely agree with Devin. I was like, yes, Devin. He was like, this girl is the phoniest person in the house. She just said like, well, I just got them to like me. So her voice makes me want to stab my eyeballs with like sewing needles. I'm sorry, but she is a dirty dog. That's probably why her and
dirty dog.
She's a dirty
Which,
dog.
by the way,
That's why
she's
her
a
and
dirty dog
Bananas-
who did not win Big Brother. Thank you to
Oh, she didn't?
Sheena 384.
Okay, sorry.
So
I
she is
thought
not the Big
she-
Brother winner.
Oh,
No.
good.
Well, that was the whole
okay.
vendetta with Victor. Is she threw Victor, vetoed him, eliminated him, whatever the terminology in Big Brother. He came back, then got rid of her. So that's why they're
Okay.
Yes.
Well, good, because I was like, she's not, I guess she's good at flirting. She's good at allying with good people. But if she had done her research, like Bananas will stab her in the back
Yeah.
as soon as he feels like it.
And
He's loyal
Blob99
to no one.
who says you should have heard Natalie's voice on Big Brother, was much worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think all the
Oh, my
confessionals on Big
God.
Brother are absolutely insane. They have to get, I think it's a Big Brother thing, like all of them like are through the roof how
Really?
everybody speaks. Yes, in their confessionals. It's like insane. So
This
maybe
is
she
like-
maybe she taps into that a little bit when she's in the MTV interview room and she feels like, okay, I'm back on TV. I have to
These girls are
play
my
this
friends.
through. Yeah.
It's like I don't even know, but it's like terrible. And she really, I understand. Look, I get it. At some point, she said like, "Look, this is a game, and I'm gonna," she said her thing, and that this is a game, and she's not here to make friends. She's here to win and to prove that she's a competitor, and that is fair.
What? Okay, but she used the word, I'm not here to babysit, I'm here to compete. I'm like, you're not babysitting if you're showing your allegiance to your friend, because now if she comes back, you're pissing people off who are actually maybe going to help you in the game because they are your friends. Instead of Veronica, who, trust me, she's not going to give a shit about you in the end.
She doesn't give a shit about you.
That was a really weird fake attempt at an alliance. And she's just going to now, she's not going to care when it comes down to it.
And she's a rookie who is now cleaning house of the rookies. It's like, those are the people that are her friends, admittedly, to her. Does she think, again, right now that 5-second weird conversation made Veronica and Kayla and her an alliance?
No,
it
not at all.
didn't. And now every girl is going to be like, do not trust her. So it's good
So
that she's
she-
good at this game because she is showing her true colors real fast. And I think she thought during their Don Corleone moment that
Inquisition.
that was her, Nicole, pushing someone off the thing, being like, I'm not afraid to say that it's me who said your name. It's like, you should have been afraid to say that, because why would you have said the name of these people that are at that point all thought that you guys were allies?
I love how during the Troika deliberation, or I don't know, nomination room.
Oh, okay.
No,
So it's
the elimination room, when it's her,
Okay.
Devin, and Bananas. I love how Devin is looking at her the entire time, just like, aw, like you're trying so hard to seem so sweet, but I'm looking right through that.
right.
His face the entire time said that to me, and I thought that was hilarious.
I loved what he said about her. I thought he nailed it. She is a pretty smarmy competitor, and we'll see what that does for her.
We see who they end up picking for this Troika.
Okay.
The doors open, the whole dramatic thing, and everybody comes running, which I love this, because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, they're in there for however many hours, and everybody gets to see like who they threw under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And I was honestly surprised. I really was surprised that Cam got put up there. Kayla, I guess I was surprised only for the sheer fact is I guess I kind of forgot about her,
Well-
but I guess that's easy target because she is a rookie.
They just basically decided clean sweep rookies.
Yeah. It makes sense now, but when I did see the pictures, I was like, oh, wow, because I thought maybe she would have had Cam's back.
It does make sense. And Bananas made the point that, you want to, at this point, put in the people that are going to cause the least waves.
Mm-hmm.
But again, in his sociopathic way, he's thinking the least waves for him, not necessarily for her. These are all her friends. Those were,
Right?
she's literally cleaning and made an
Great
enemy
point.
of every real friend she had in the house.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even ask Melissa. That's what I was surprised that none of them were like, well, who do you think Melissa wants? I just, the whole thing, I was like, all right,
cares?
for Johnny, it's great. What does he care getting rid of these girls he doesn't know and doesn't want
Means
to
nothing.
bone?
And they're probably not even don't want to bone.
Like-
and they're probably not even going to take it that personally from Johnny at
Right.
all, because they don't have a relationship with him.
I
But they're going to
think-
be so mad at Natalie because those are her friends.
Right. Johnny is giving this false sense of power to her, Natalie, and it's gonna, I mean, there's no real good. So let's talk about, so Alicia,
So the
I really like.
Inquisition-
I want to see more of Alicia.
We saw the Inquisition for like 30 seconds.
Okay,
which
let's discuss.
Was
Yeah.
disappointing, but I thought Kaylee pleading her case was so awkward for me, because all of them seemed like, I guess I didn't throw the sort of situation out there like Corey was trying to with the lying or the fake alliance. But Kaylee are just sitting there saying, you should really keep me around because I want to grow and I want to be here.
She
and this
said
is a
I'm
good
a team
experience
player,
for me. Yeah.
and I won't stab you in the back, and that was good. I mean, at first I was like, "That's a little weak sauce," but what else
Right?
could
It
she
felt
say?
awkward, yeah.
But then Alicia took a tip from her and was like, "I just want to compete." Like then Alicia like sort of imitated her, but not as good. And then Cam's like, I don't know who said my, Cam was like, who said my name? Why?
I loved that. I love that she straight up asked. Because I would want to do the same thing too. I'd be like, okay, just tell me who did it.
Well, I think she's going to get
So I
herself
know.
thrown in. I mean,
You
I don't
think so?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all right,
I think Kaylee and Cam are just there because they have to pick 3 people. Alicia was going in 100%. All
Which-
3 of them were so easy to put her up first.
I also want to say again, because she's Corey's girlfriend and bananas. It's like so dumb. I mean, again,
Yeah.
it's not like
Spiteful.
It's spiteful and it's kind of stupid and leave her around as a layup for when it matters. If that's your attitude, that she's so dispendable that in or out it doesn't matter. I feel like why do this
'Cause
to
it
her
is
then?
an
If it is
individual
your
game,
best
yeah.
friend though, why like own throwing your good friend in when there's
That's
no
why-
real reason.
That's why the
to.
troika kind of sucks because it's unfortunate for the guys to be making a choice for the girls' elimination when the guys are unaffected by the girls because they're not going to get eliminated by one of the girls because it's the same gender eliminations.
I think
So
that
unless you truly hate, if you're a guy and you hate one of the girls, sure. But if not, then like, what's it to you?
I get it totally, but I think that that's part of the troika thing that mixes it up and is interesting. And if it is, we'll see how that plays out.
Okay.
I think Natalie really showed her true colors and be them as they may to everyone in the Vendettas game that
I think
she
she
will
just confused people.
I mean, I would have thought
People are like, okay.
I would have thought she had, based on the prior 2 episodes, I thought she was strong enough that she would fight for something. I guess she doesn't care or have loyalties, which is fine, but that is an element of this game. Saying, I'm just here to play a game, I don't care, is part of it is having people have your back.
So, of course, we don't see who they pick, nor are we going to see an elimination this episode. They are just, the production is dragging out all of these episodes to the last extreme. Who do you think it's going to be? You thought Cam?
I think that it's interesting. I think, you know what I mean? It's hard to say. None of these people have any real vendettas. We don't know if any of them are really good competitors. Cam seems like the best competitor, and she was the most aggressive. She won that first. Didn't she like smoke the last
I
competition?
don't think that they're going to put Cam in against Melissa because they like Melissa and want her to come
Right.
back, and Cam will just easily smoke her. I think it's going to be Alicia because they want Alicia to go home. And that might be who Melissa has the best chance against because,
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know what Alicia's about.
But Kaylee and Melissa are vendettas.
That's
So that might be like,
true.
hey, let them duke it out.
I almost hope, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a
I
fine,
almost
it's
maybe
like-
hope for that. Yeah.
Me too.
Might have changed my mind there. Okay.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
we got some updates on last week on the Eddie situation.
Okay.
So we have some off-camera news, if you will, in case you missed it. Corey went on Twitter after last week's episode. He tweeted out, I think it's funny how MTV didn't want to show me standing up for domestic violence at all. But wait, they're quick to make me look stupid. So there's been some internet rumors circulating that the reason Eddie went home, this person that we saw for all of 5 seconds on episode 1 because he was on the challenge, no confessional. He has a whole entire cast write-up on the website, but never shown on MTV. His exit is never made clear. It's
Right.
never shown.
Big mystery.
Apparently, Eddie left because Alicia does have a restraining order against him.
Right.
So I'm not sure how MTV let that one slip, meaning how did they not
Right.
know that before they casted the both of
Now,
them?
I was on a game show once, and I swear they tested my blood. Like, I do not know how they... I'm not kidding. I had,
That's
like,
what I'm
fingerprints,
saying,
a
yeah.
background screening to be on a random game show that was on in the middle of the night. So that's really weird, unless it was a last-minute thing with him. I don't know, or unless they did it, all his background screening before that happened.
I think MTV really dropped the ball with this one, and that should have been addressed because as funny and trashy and wild as these shows get, they
Yeah.
could have taken the initiative there to say, "Hey, this is the situation here. We don't condone this kind of behavior, and so Eddie has to leave."
They should have addressed it in some sort of after-school special fashion like they do, which would have been better than the mysterious... I don't know.
They just
That
thought no one was
very
gonna
weird.
notice.
Also, Corey, and I hate to be petty, but I think he really meant to say standing up against domestic
Yeah.
violence, but his
Yeah,
tweet
that is
did
the
say they didn't show me standing up for domestic violence, like go domestic violence all the way. And I was like, oh, Corey. He's like, they tried to make me look stupid by not showing me standing up for domestic violence. I was
But
like,
I feel like they should have maybe shown that because we don't know what that means. Did he get in a fight with Eddie, or was it just a segment between him and Alicia, him being there for Alicia? I feel like for MTV kind of, you know, breaking some of those ceilings in the past, like having the first real world person to have HIV/AIDS and all of this stuff, they could have used that moment, but they're not showing it. So I don't know why. I feel like they could have put that in there.
My guess would be that there was well, first of all, because they, for lack of a better term, screwed the pooch on that one. They're really calling themselves out for allowing someone that has a restraining order against them on it. 2, my guess is that they said, like, we boned up, go quietly, and we won't make a thing. You know, like, that they did not want it turning into a thing.
So, hi and bye, Eddie. We saw nothing of you, and you just got brushed under the rug.
Good
so
riddance,
that's for
Eddie.
that for those in our group chat who have been wondering about the Eddie situation. Before we head out, I want to play a little game.
Okay.
Little true or false predictions.
Ooh.
Little prediction action. Okay, so I'm going to give you... Oh.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Ooh.
That was really
Scary.
spooky. That was the first time that's happened in here. I'm spooked out. We have a prediction ghost. Okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario. You told me 100% yes, this is going to happen, or no way, not happening this season, and you guys in the live chat, play with us.
Yep.
Okay, so Tony Newhair gets in a fight this season. True or false?
100% true. Hold on, I gotta write these down so we can. Yeah,
so
let's
Pam
write it
says
down.
T.
Tony fight, yes.
Tony fight, yes, happening. I would agree with you, but you know what? I'm going to have the opposite take on this. I'm going to say false. I'm going to say false just because, you know what? Maybe he is going to tone it down from last season.
I don't think he
can. He may hook up with somebody, but I don't know if he's going to get in a fight this year.
Pretty sure he will.
Yeah, you know what? I just got to take the conflicting view here, but like you're probably going to win that one. Okay, true or false? Nicole says something that makes you have to rewind 3 times because you don't understand what she said.
It already happened to me. So true. She was like, I'm not going to put her over there with some peanut butter. I had no idea. I thought she was talking about peanut butter again. Oh, she said, like, I've already been in EMTs, now I've been a fireman, and I'm going to save the day on one thing.
I don't even know what you just said. So that accurate was 1,000% nail on the head. Great job.
Thank you.
Again, I'm going to say false just because some of the Brits, the UK cast members, take the cake from me on this one. I cannot understand Melissa without subtitles. I love you, girl. Nothing against you. I don't know if it's me being an American, but I cannot have Melissa on screen without having subtitles. So she's my rewinder of the season.
I read a lot of books by Irish authors. I think she's Irish. And so I catch her inflection. Like, it's English, but it's like, me thinks. So I'm pretty sharp to the accent. I'm pretty keen on that. So I got her.
True or false? Marie wins a challenge. Not an elimination. She straight up comes in first in one of the day-to-day challenges. Miss Marie,
you know,
not known to be a number one
she
type
got
of girl.
second today. You know that.
She did get second. So what do you think? True or false?
I'm gonna go with false. I don't think she's gonna win.
I'm joining you on that one. I think competition's a little stiff, but I would love it if she did. Hey, all power to you.
And you guys play along at home because we really, when the season's over, we want to know how many you guys got right.
Keep notes. We'll play this every week if you like it. Okay.
There'll be a special shout out to
True
the
or
winner.
false? This one's getting a little bit more into the actual game.
Okay.
Kayla and Cara form an alliance this season. True or false? Do they put aside their differences?
Is there a way to plead a middle ground? I don't think they're going to be like, I love you, girl, I got your back, we're in an alliance. But I do think there will be a situation where it's like my enemy and my enemy is my friend. I think that
okay, well, you can't do a half T, half F. This isn't SATs. We all tried to do that one.
All right,
I'm
going to give a true but with mitigating circumstances.
Okay, no.
I'm giving a true. I'm giving a true.
We don't play the game like that, okay? This is cutthroat. This is dirty This is dirty AfterBuzz.
Then you know what? Screw it. I'm saying false.
Yeah, I'm saying false as well. I feel like
all right.
Kayla's just over it. I feel like she doesn't care
Kayla.
Anymore. Well,
Kayla would align
I feel like
with
Cara
her.
might do it if she thinks it's smart. Even I don't know.
Kayla's alliance now
okay,
is
we have one more. We have one more.
No, sorry,
okay.
not even Marie.
Then
Sylvia.
we gotta go. One more. And we gotta go.
Okay.
So somebody says this changes everything, or this is the craziest twist in challenge history.
True.
1,000 and million times true. It happens every damn season. Oh, this is now the new craziest twist in challenge history. This happens every year. Shocking.
They got some crazy twists.
We got some crazy twists. Well, we'll have to see how these ring true the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So next week's episode looks a little crazy. Maria goes after Brad, starts yelling at him to take care of her kids. And it's a food challenge, so everybody make sure you don't eat before you watch next week's challenge. And join us next Tuesday, same time, same place. We're going to be breaking down episode 4. This is it for tonight's challenge afterview show here at AfterBuzz TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, much love to the group chat. You guys are always with us. We appreciate you so much. Thank you again. My name is Jenna Bussiere. You can find me on Twitter at Jenna_Bussiere.
And my name is Pam Gross. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we really love it. We want your feedback. Tweet at us, Instagram us, all that good stuff. And you can find me at Pamela Gross Gel.
Real quick, I just want to give a shout out to chat, specifically Sky Patterson, Mad
Yeah,
Max,
woo!
Alexis Nicole,
Tony, and to Tony
Blob
in the booth.
989,
Sheena 384.
Sheena 384,
Blob.
ZSB Lou. I don't know how you watch this much TV.
Blob 989.
We
Great.
love it.
Great
Simply
name.
Candace, thank you so much. You guys are great. Thanks for being here every
Bria
weekend,
Carter's always
week in and week
Yay.
out. Yeah, just wanted to say that. Have a good one.
All right. Bye, guys.
We love you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.